Hello, friends and enemies. We have a Millie. Ooh. Okay, she's talking to y'all. It is time for me to say hello because it is the weekly vlog. We are back with our regular weekly vlog. Tentatively, I'm still finishing arcs for the vlog coming up, but I'm here and I wanted to say hi before I read something and I'm like, oh shoot, I have not entered this entire vlog. So here we are, repeating looks. And that's, I wanted to say hello. Happy frickin' Monday, I guess. Mostly, I just wanted to intro this and tell you I have no idea what I'm reading this week. I'm hoping to read a little more manga. 30 and 30 is not over for another day and a half, since it's the 29th. So maybe I can read 4 more volumes and hit like 35, but I am in deep decision paralysis. So because of that, I don't know what I want to read once I finish arcs, but I know I'm almost done with arcs because I only have the one I'm reading and one more left. So there's that, which is great. Like, that's great news for me. I'm very excited for it. No clue what we're reading, but we'll figure it out at some point. I'll be back to talk to y'all very soon. Let's hear it for the vlogger of the year. It's Wednesday. I've not updated you once. Listen, I'm finishing the arc vlog right now, and I'm almost done with the last book. And then I'm starting another project that I can't tell you about because you're not going to see it until like December. I need to do regular vlogs in between. So I figured we'd chat a little bit about what I'm going to start today and I'm very excited for, which is Feeling the Heat, Part 1 by Emily Antoinette. This is an arc. It comes out on the 16th of October and it is an older woman omega awakening. And I talked about it in my reset. I'm very, very excited. I also would like to pick up a manga today. So we're going to see how this goes. We are going to see how this goes because I don't know right now. I have no clue how or what is going to happen, but I'm very excited to start feeling the heat. So like as soon as I'm done reading this arc, which I should be done by like lunchtime-ish, I'm diving in to Feeling the Heat, and that'll be my like first little treat of the day for my reading. Honestly, I'm just exhausted. I do not feel like I look tired, but I like, my ring says I slept good, but I feel tired, and that's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. I do need to run to Walmart today. I also need to go pull meat out for dinner. So probably gonna do that in a minute. And then I need to probably actually meal plan some more. We'll see. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm gonna do that. We have a Millie zonked out. You know, we're going. It is a week. It is I think it's hard for me to vlog right now, but also vlogging gives me a sense of normalcy because my life feels like a bad Groundhog's Day in a way. That's the best way I can put it. My life feels like Groundhog's Day, but like derogatorily Groundhog's Day, like a bad run of Groundhog's Days right now, and I don't know what to do to end that situation, that feeling. I don't know that there is anything I can do to like get rid of that feeling, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna keep vlogging and documenting and talking about life and being bleh. But good news, I did get my Hobonichi order in last night. So I ordered for myself, for Shay, and for my mom. So we have Hobonichis on the way. I mean, it says up to 20 business days to ship, but I'm hoping for quicker than that. Duties suck. I will say that, obviously, like the whole tariff situation is god awful, which I already knew and am well aware of because Grumps works in supply chain. So trust when I say this is my life anyways. So yeah, god awful. But I ordered, and for the 3 of us ordering together, it just made the most sense. I did order a Hobonichi Cousin this year because I want to make a recipe tracker in the Hobonichi Cousin. I believe Once More with Love, Helen, talked about it or showed a video of her doing it with like an A6, and I was like, I like this idea. I don't have a spare cousin laying around. Normally I would just go buy like an off-year one, but even the off-year ones are very expensive right now. So I just bought a cute one in a green cover. I'm going to use it to start putting recipes in. I will share with you when I do that eventually, like how that looks and what that looks like. I got myself the Luffy Dreaming A6 because it's just so cute. And I really do love the One Piece covers. And I would like to commit to journaling more this year in my Hobonichi and some of that stuff. And I've been working to catch myself up in my older one. But I am dead set on making it a practice in the new year because I need to re-expand my hobbies is what I'm going to say. That doesn't mean, like, obviously I don't do other things. I do. Like, I built a whole Lego set without y'all. I do a lot of different hobbies and different things. But as things progress in my life with other stuff, I feel like y'all vaguely know what I'm talking about, obviously. I feel like I need to have some things that I'm doing that, one, break up the monotony of life, but two, give me, like, just little slivers of peace and habit again. So we're going to do that. We're going to commit to that this year with the Hobonichi. And I did get a Hobonichi Weeks because I figured if I take a trip or that, I can use that to take notes on the trip and also for just daily life stuff a little bit more, because the weeks can live in my bag, like in my purse. So slash downstairs. So yeah, that's currently the plan. Your girl has dreams and hopes for the planner system this year. I honestly need to just start it with my 2025 one also, so I probably will do that. But yeah, Love in the Night starts next week. I'm pumped. You're getting this video during Love in the Night, and I'm so pumped for Love in the Night, y'all. And I really just, like, truly cannot wait to read all the things and be just in the moment, you know, with it. So that's where we're at right now. I got nothing else for you currently, and I've yapped at you for a hot minute, so I feel a little better about my lack of vlogging, but incoming B-roll of me lifing around, literally. I gotta go to the UPS store today too. All right, I'm gonna put on a t-shirt and we're gonna do Walmart and the UPS store today. That way I can get these things done and handled versus putting them off until the last minute. So, all right, I will talk to y'all very, very soon. Very, very soon. Okay, I'm back from Walmart. I promised you B-roll. Didn't do a good job of that, but we have things. I bought a bag of cotton balls. This is to get wax out of my wax candle warmer thing, so I can, like, dry up the wax easier. I got baked apples and cinnamon Febreze plug. My mom had one of these when I was at her house, and I was obsessed with how this smelled upstairs. So I don't know where I'm putting it, but I wanted it and I was there. So we bought it. I don't go in Walmart very often. I got a Lunchable, which is my lunch today. I did get the turkey and American with the Pacific Cooler, Capri Sun, and a Reese's. Definitely not the reason I picked that one. No, never. I did get a present for my mom, slash asked her if she wanted it. She said yes. It's a little Snoopy coffee mug with a cute plush. Mom's a big Snoopy girl, so not a surprise. And then I saw the quintessential Christmas Oreo, which is the white fudge Oreos. My dad's an addict of these. Literally, the man would eat a whole box. I saw them. I had to buy it. I had no choice. I got a 6-pound bag of rice. 6-pound bag of jasmine rice. Yes, I know. I could go buy it elsewhere, probably for cheaper, or 5 pounds. Either way, it's here. I generally just sub in jasmine rice for anything I'm cooking since it's a longer grain and I like it. Chip clips. Realized all of ours have broken. An already opened 6-pack of fruit roll-ups. Fruit by the foot. One of my members was discussing having an addiction to these right now, and I was like, oh, I don't know the last time I had a fruit by the foot. So here we are. And then I saw one of my favorite treats as a child, Dunkaroos. They had it's orange dyed vanilla Dunkaroos. And I was like, well, I had to. And then we have yellow squash and zucchini squash for succotash tonight for dinner, like with our dinner. I found the Christmas tree creamer, which is good until April. So this is gonna go in the fridge. I will try it sooner than later, but I'm not ready for it. I just got my peppermint creamer and I was ecstatic for it. A bag of frozen lima beans because succotash. I have a huge bag of onions to get through. I also got peppermint bark bluebell because I have a deep nostalgia for peppermint bark ice cream and I love it. They had it, I bought it. I know it's October 1, but I'm not gonna deny things to myself due to seasonality, okay? Hydrogen peroxide, a new sink strainer. I don't know, I hate that they come in a 3-pack because I just need this one. But I've never found just this one at the store. And that feels like a very silly thing for me to order one of them. And then Barkeeper's Friend, granite, and stone cleaner and polish. So I'd like to try it on this because I feel like there's some, I don't know. Our countertops, I think, possibly need refinished. And I dread pricing that and figuring that out. But also, At that point, do I just want new countertops? And I'm not doing that right now. The world is no. So that's my little Walmart haul. I finished a large portion of my book that I'm reading, so I should be onto something new very soon. But I'm gonna go put all this away before it melts, because it's freaking 80 plus degrees outside and I'm not a happy camper, to say the least. But I'll be back. Oh my god. Okay, so I just started feeling the heat 3 chapters in, and I cannot wait to read more of this book. I am likely going to finish this book in 2 days, if not less. But I don't think I'll finish it today because I started it so late in the day. So our heroine just turned 40, goes into heat, which, like, obviously the premise, I talked about this in my reset, but like, goes into heat. She's at the clinic. The doctor is like, she smells so good. And then she just like starts sobbing and he has to hold her. And I'm like, I'm very intrigued. I cannot wait. I know it ends in a cliffhanger, which I hate, but I also am okay with it because like most omegaverse do. They're usually duologies, I feel like. So I'm very pumped. I'm going to be diving right back into it for a minute until I have to go prep dinner. So I really liked it. So yeah, I'm going to read another chapter or 2 before I prep dinner. Because yeah, that was seriously so freaking fun. I will be back in a bit with some more thoughts, but I hooked so fast and I love when that happens. I have to tell you what I've done. I did go to bed before midnight. I do want to say that, but I looked at Grumps last night and I said, watch whatever you want. I'm reading. And I went to bed 64% through Feeling the Heat Part 1 because I'm obsessed. And this is why, like, I love Omegaverse sometimes. Like, the right Omegaverse will just rip me through a story. And that is exactly what's happening here. I am flying through this book. I'm going to be done today, obviously. Like, there's just no world I'm not done today. Because of that, I have to update you because I haven't updated you yet. So I started Feeling the Heat last night. Slash yesterday afternoon. I read it while I cooked dinner. That's how much I was enjoying this book. Basically, our heroine 40 hits her heat out of nowhere. She was marked as a beta from her like genetic testing. She ends up at the heat clinic with the doctor that treated her and one of his other pack mates who is currently straight but has a bioawakening, I believe, which is very exciting for her first heat. And they're like, the doctor she's a scent match with, she repeatedly requests him during the heat, and that's why he comes. We're gonna ignore obviously any issues with this. Anyways, she has her heat. She decides to hide that she's an Omega at work, and then like goes back to work, but also is like navigating life now. And in doing so, with this new status, like things are different for her. But she ends up making a re-meeting happen with the doctor, and she goes to meet the pack, and the pack reveal of who the third pack member is fantastic. I don't want to fully give it away. You'll know when you're reading it, but I think it's fun when you're reading it to be like, oh my god, no, it's him. Semi bad news, but not bad news. Basically, it's an alpha she knows that she thinks doesn't like her, but in reality, when he first met her, he just wanted to claim her, but he couldn't because of reasons. Anyways, we've had our first date with Jackson, our beta, who was just the sweetest. They went to the like Omega store to get nesting supplies, and that was really cute. And then now she's on her date with Ambrose, the doctor character. I'm just having a blast. Like, I'm truly just having so much fun with this book. I'm gonna drink my coffee and read some more before I get ready for the day because I've got to film today and edit, but I'm gonna be reading this in between tasks as much as I can. So coffee and reading this, and then I'll work on getting ready to film and edit and all that good jazz today because wrap-ups have to happen. It is October 2nd. We gotta do these things. All right, I'll be back. Okay, fingers crossed the toaster does not go off before I'm done talking to you. I have to update you because I finished things and I read more things last night. So I finished Feeling the Heat Part 1. I'm so relieved that it comes out, Part 2 comes out the end of November right now, and that feels great. That sounds great. Fantastic. Thank goodness. Because we do end on a cliffhanger, which is told to you in the beginning of the book, okay? So know that. But it's not like a year-long wait cliffhanger, so I'm good with that. For me, it's when it's a cliffhanger and you have to wait like 3 years for it, right? Like that's no fun. But I finished that. It is a solid 4.5. I think this is a fantastic entry into the Omegaverse for this author. I think it was fun. It was sweet. There's tension. The way we end on book 1, also the way we end with book 1 also I think is fascinating because we truly like don't we get a big reveal that like, I mean, I feel like as a reader, you have suspicions where what was happening / was the problem. That gets confirmed pretty quickly. So that's nice. Then I started Accidentally Kidnapping the Mafia Boss by Evie Rose. I got this audio arc on NetGalley. I got it because it's a novella and I knew I could read it quickly. So I read about half of it last night, like 40% or so. And I had a lot of fun with it. I think it was really cute. I think it was really silly. I'm enjoying it. I'm not done yet. So far I think it's cute and silly. They're kind of having their first, like, they've had like their first sexual stuff, which like it basically goes from like, oops, she accidentally kidnapped the mafia boss to he's been obsessed with her and stalking her. So like that's been kind of fun and silly. I think it's gonna be like a 3-star for me. It's not bad by any means, but it's like just a fun, silly time, and I'm here for that. Definitely, like, why not, right? So yeah, the audio's okay. I feel like his Irish accent is a little hard to understand sometimes because I think it's like he's talking a little too low almost in a weird way is what I would call it. So I don't know. We'll see. And then she is like a very young sounding, which she is. She's like 22 and he's like 37. But the young soundingness with his voice, like, I don't love. So that's where we're at today on this beautiful freaking Friday. Thank goodness. I'm about to make some toast. I had some eggs already. I'm gonna have some toast and then I'm gonna go upstairs and get to work. We are gonna get some shit done today. That is the goal. That is the plan. We got to get some shit done. So more vlog updates coming because I need to edit. So that's next on the list, but I'm going to try and finish this book too. I was very productive today and I'm going to gremlin very hard the rest of the weekend because I went and added so many Halloween novellas to my TBR. And I was just like, what if I just read a bunch of Halloween novellas this weekend? So we've already started because I finished Accidentally Kidnapping the Mafia Boss, 3.5 stars. It's fine. Audiobook's fine. It's all fine. It's silly. If you like the premise, it's exactly what I said it is. It's the title. But I downloaded a ton of Halloween novellas because I finished editing my next 2 videos, which you'll have already seen by the time you see this vlog. I did start organizing all my files for the month. So like all my folders are made for all the video plans. I have to come up with one more video idea. Easy peasy. I can do that. But also, I had Robin and then Shades and Pages posted 2 things on Instagram that I saw. So Robin did new releases, upcoming releases. Shades and Pages posted Rex for Halloween. And I said, oh, there's some on here that I have not read yet. And I forgot about some I'd never seen. And I said, yes, please, thank you. And a lot of them are novellas. So I've downloaded them and I'm reading them. Because that is what I need right now. I want to read silly, goofy novellas. I have a whole other project I'm working on that I should be reading for. It's fine. I'm going to read silly, goofy novellas this weekend. We can work on the project later. It's fine. It'll work out. The project is also not that strict about timing, so it's fine. But yeah, I'm going to read more novellas. So I'm going to read Pounded by the Pumpkin Patch first by Dana Leanne. No clue. Didn't read the summary. Just, I'm going to read this. Oh, I'm sorry. Pounded in the Patch by Dana Leanne is our first one. I got nothing for you. Where I'm at right now, she's been kidnapped. So I will report back. Maybe that video I need to figure out is going to be Halloween Rex. Maybe. It just might be. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm going to read this. Grumps is bringing home pizza. I have member sprints tonight. So it'll be really fun to sit on sprints, honestly, and read a bunch of Halloween novellas. Also, make some more progress, maybe in Behooved, my members pick for this month. But yeah, I just did a pivot. I was like, you know what? Halloween novellas, that's what we're reading now. So again, I make plans, I make strategies, all these things in my head, and I'm like, what about this? ADHD, y'all. Sometimes she sucks. Sometimes it's fun because sometimes she's like, you know, you could just la over here and do this thing instead. And that's what I'm doing. I'm also like holding off on some of my anticipated reads because Love in the Night literally starts on Monday. So I know that I need to hold off so I can dive into Love in the Night immediately on Monday. So there's that. Anyways, I'm gonna go read. I'll talk to y'all soon. Hello. It is late night sprints, although we're not making it that late because we both are exhausted. I think May actually fell asleep on sprints. Not to out her, literally, but I do believe she fell asleep. Oh, she's moving. She might be awake. But it is late night sprints. I have like 3 minutes left. And I decided instead of reading the things I should read, I read a Halloween novella. So I read Pounded in the Patch, which I talked about earlier. And I'm not going to spoil it because I feel like there's a reveal in this that surprised me a little. Basically, our heroine gets kidnapped by someone she's hooked up with in the last 2 years and taken to this pumpkin patch, and he has on like a devil mask, and she recognizes him but doesn't, and is told to run 3 times total each time he catches her, they do some things together. And then she has to run again. And the patch is like very maze-like and all these things. And then at the end, we get a very sweet romantic gesture and some reveals. Take your guess as to what they are. This had, content note for consent, non-consent is what I'm going to tell you on page. Dubious consent. We do not know in the beginning that there is full consent necessarily to what is happening, but by the end of the book, you do have that consent. It's a known item situation. So, sort of. Fun with this though. It was really silly. Like very, very silly. Very fun though. And honestly, that's exactly what I needed right now. It was kind of the perfect thing to read right now before I go to bed. I'm so tired. I wasn't thinking about it, but I was like, you were up early today. And I was awake way earlier than normal. The light came in just right into the room, and my body was like, you're awake. And I was like, frick. And I still, like, my ring said I had good sleep and all that stuff, but I still was just like, I'm awake, I guess. So I was awake. I do want to pick out something else to read tonight, but I don't know what I want to read because I don't want to stay up all night reading either, but we'll see. I might wait till the morning and pick something. We'll see. I have a handful more of Halloween novellas that I will probably try and read some of this weekend because I feel like we hit Halloween, like the week of Halloween, and then I'm like, oh no, I didn't read my novellas. So I would like to read some of them and get through some of them sooner than later. So I'll probably do Trapped by Shay Sanders because that's been on my Halloween TBR for ages. And I'm also debating some other book options. But again, I also don't want to start anything I can't finish this weekend because I want to be ready to read for Love in the Night on Monday. This is the other hard part, like trying to balance all of that. Anyways, the timer's about to go off. Peace is here. And I'm going to do that and then head downstairs and get ready for bed. So I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Saturday night proof of life. She lives. Today's project was not documented because Grumps helped, but cleaned out my sink. Replaced, let me see if I can point the correct direction, replaced our garbage disposal. And proceeded to troubleshoot our dishwasher for too long until we realized we missed a thing that we needed to remove for the disposal to work correctly. It's fine. It's fine. It's fixed now and we're in great shape and it's fantastic. And I feel like just cleaning out under my sink, I'm like, ooh, I do need to clean the cabinets really good again. It's that time of year. I feel like I do it twice a year where I wipe them down real good. Outside of the spot cleaning that happens regularly and general just dusting and stuff. But we did do that. I've not read a freaking thing today. I listened to one chapter of Braiding Sweetgrass, and I listened to the introduction for Where Did Everybody Go by Don Martin because I'm trying to read down my Libro some. So I was like, let's listen to that. It's short. It's an essay nonfiction situation. So it counts for my nonfiction challenge for hardest reading, and it counts for my personal challenge, which is 5 non-romance books. Using my big brain. So I am about to go wash my face. That's why I was like, let me show you some proof of life today. We really today, literally that was all we did. We've had a very chill, day at home Saturday, which fantastic. Exactly what my soul needed. But I'm going to go wash my face and I'm going to start Trapped by Shay Sanders in bed, I think, tonight. Probably finish it. I'm hoping to read about a Halloween novella a night through the end of the month, give or take. Probably less during Love in the Night, but either way, I would like to get through some of these Halloween novellas I have on my TBR and some of the new ones I saw coming out because why not? So tomorrow we're going to Dutch Brothers and Lowe's. This is adulthood sometimes on the weekends. Today was Costco for the garbage disposal. Anyways, we're gonna go to Dutch Bros and Lowe's tomorrow. Maybe Barnes. And also I gotta go to Sam's Club. They have a weighted dinosaur plush and I kinda need it. And a weighted Snoopy. I'm gonna have to make some choices. Anyways, I'm alive. I'm here. We've had a very adulty Saturday. We also tried to watch the Naked Gun movie. That did not work out because we had phone calls, but that's fine. I will check in with you in a little bit / in the morning when I've read things.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we wait